What influences you as far as other artists, maybe music or writers or visual artists?
Visual-wise, I think probably the one that makes the biggest impression on me was Joaquin Sorolla, which is like a famous Spanish painter that only painters know about.
Yeah.
Everyone hears about like Sargent or like Monet or like all these other big names, but Sorolla was commissioned to do a series on all the provinces of Spain, and so they're cultural paintings, and he's very skilled, like in a traditional realist way, but he had an impressionist element to it. So there's like big flashy brush strokes and color and light and stuff, and they're enormous canvases.
Oh, cool. Which you were fond of.
Yeah, so I like the bigger the better, even though I can't fit it in any mode of transportation that I own or anyone I know.
Yeah.
The head of the art center here in Lake Wales just moved to my neighborhood. He has a van. I'm like so excited.
No.
I'm like, yes, Tommy's down the street. I can reach off his van.
That's great.
But that was like a major influence on me because it's stuff I'm interested in. It's the landscape and the people, and like in a traditional sort of way, and showing it off to its best. That's what I'm into, and I feel like the style is something that I really related to too. Yeah. So this is not a contemporary painter, but this is like, you know.
What do you listen to music while you're painting?
I'm kind of stuck listening to bluegrass right now because my boyfriend follows me over here and then practices the same stuff over and over. So before that, like I don't have a set thing to listen to.
Cool.
Audiobooks about nerdy things.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I'm trying to remember the last one I did that I actually thought was appropriate for an audiobook. That was the other trick.
Oh.
I have a thing where like if it's too much of a classic, it's not a great audiobook. It's meant to be read. Yeah. Like personally, not out loud. And so there have been some that I've been like, oh, I thought I was gonna like this. This is terrible as an audiobook. But gosh, what was the last one? And it was actually a good one. I remember being like, oh, I actually found a good one for a change.
Yeah?
Oh well.
Well, let me know if it comes to you. I read, I'm not gonna know the name of it. Was it River? No. So I got River of Grass.
Yeah.
But
I haven't read that yet.
My mom's like, that's a crying shame. You
I
never read that in school. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't. So Margory Stoneman Douglas, who was like the grandmother of the Everglades, they call her one of the original conservationists down there. So it's like a primary seminal book that I just need to, I have it with me. But
You've read A Land Remembered, obviously, right?
There's what?
You've read A Land Remembered. You're about to be in trouble.
I don't
see
what you're wondering. Is that the Everglades?
No.
It's not?
It's like all of Florida. It's like a 3-generational family history that's like a historical fiction, but it covers everything.
That's next on my reading list.
You gotta read it.
A Land Remembered.
And he had this awesome edition in like the early 90s. It was like a romance novel cover. And you can find that one is totally a collector's edition.
I'll look for that.
Otherwise, sorry for your loss.
I'll look for it. My mom is a pretty good book collection and she's a history buff, so I'll look for that.
That one's so good.
Yeah, there's something that's like Everglades. I'll look it up, but it was I listened to it, but I can't think of the name of it right now. It's something basic like the Everglades. But it was good to read because a lot of it was about the politics of the Everglades. That was the main story.
And that's why I think there was one called Assumption of Sovereignty, which was written with a historian kind of tied in with the Seminoles and the Mississippi.
Oh.
And so it was sort of the history of both tribes and sort of how all those negotiations happened. And that was really interesting. And like a little upsetting because you're mayor of a very small village right now and you're always kind of fighting, trying to get representation with whoever the bigger one is always trying to take you over. And so it was really like hitting me hard when I was reading it. Yeah. And also just seeing how they strategized because they had no money and weren't even recognized as tribes at one point. So it was like, how do you even have any power to do anything? You don't. So it was that was a really good read. And he did a book with Buffalo Tiger too that was really good. Who's in Mississippi. He was, I think, their tribal chairman for years, and was really important politically for them early on during formation. But that was a really good one too.
Did you go to school in Florida?
I went to Stetson.
Okay, yeah.
The other ones you have to read are all of Zora Neale Hurston's books. Oh my gosh.
She's one of my favorites.
Still one of my favorites, like out of everyone. Not just Florida themed, I'm just like, this woman is so cool.
Yeah, I actually went with Natalie, we went to school with. We went not long after I read like Their Eyes Were Watching God. I was like, Natalie, this woman grew up right outside of Eatonville.
I did. Over the festival.
There wasn't anything going on. We
Yeah.
were just like, let's go check it out. And it was just, you know, a beautiful, quiet, quaint little town, but I was like, where is the statue for this
I
woman?
got mad. I went last year because I went to the plein air event in Winter Park, and I was like, ooh, I'm right next to Eatonville. Here's my big chance to go see where Zora's from.
Yeah.
There's very little Eatonville left, and I couldn't find the museum on my GPS. I was so mad. I was like, somebody needs to help them find grant funding. This is ridiculous. This is Zora's town. This is like an independently founded Black town. Like, they need recognition.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I was really upset.
I'd be down to help with that too. Anybody needs some help honoring that woman.
Yeah. Oh, she was so like just such a cool all-around person, just an amazing writer. Like I couldn't say enough good things about her. So.
Oh yeah, her stuff is.
So that's like on the top of my like fan list is probably Zora. But,
that's awesome.
Yeah, but you have to read Land Remembered. Like you're gonna get raked over the coals by somebody eventually for not knowing that.
For not reading it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be
Thanks for
like
saving
people are gonna watch this or from around here and they're gonna be like, who? What's wrong with her?
Thanks for. And I've got some blind spots. So
that's a big one.
Yeah.